I will show you how to make bran muffins. Bran muffins are one of my favorite types of muffins because it's a little bit healthier than your normal muffin. And this recipe is the way that I used to make it back in South Africa. They taste a little different, they're not as sweet and definitely healthier because I put fresh fruit in it and some oatmeal and wheat bran. First we'll start off with the dry ingredients. You have 1 cup of flour, 1.5 cups of wheat bran. This is just the bran part of the wheat. Half a cup of oats, 2/3 of a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then a pinch of salt. Roughly about half a teaspoon of salt. We'll mix this together. The other thing I like about this is you can almost put any fruit in here and disguise it. I put carrots in there so the kids don't really know what they're eating. We'll start off by whisking together 2 eggs. Now we'll add 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil or canola oil. Add 1 cup of buttermilk. This is such a versatile recipe. I really love making these bran muffins. And if you don't have an apple, you can add 2 carrots, or if you don't have a banana, you add an extra apple. You can do what you want. So I've got 1 mashed up banana. I've got 1 grated carrot, and I have half grated apple. It's nice this time of year when there's so many apples around, you don't know what to do with them. You can add them almost in anything, but this recipe is great. And then about half a cup of raisins. This is optional, you can just leave it out. You don't need to substitute it if you don't want raisins. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So now we can mix the wet ingredients into the dry. I really haven't been able to find a bran muffin recipe that's as good as this one, or as versatile, when you can add fruit or take fruit out. My favorite thing to do with these are to freeze them and then give it to the kids Christmas morning when they are always hungry but also excited about the gifts. So it's something that they can go and have in the living room and that I've made beforehand, so it's really low effort on my part. And it's filling and it just helps them not be so grumpy. Especially if they didn't get the toy they wanted, right? So you just mix this until it's combined. You definitely don't want to overmix this. Fill up the pan about 2/3 of the way. This makes 12 muffins. If you don't have the fruit that you want to add in, you can do all of the normal dry ingredients. Just take 1 egg away and the half of the cup of oats with no fruit, and then you will make 10 muffins. These are not just great for kids, trust me. Everywhere I've taken them, people have asked me for this recipe because it's tasty and it's healthy. You get your fiber in as well. So I forgot to mention to make sure that the pan is greased. You do not want to put the filling in without it being greased. It will be stuck in there and you will have to eat it out of the pan. The other thing I want to mention is that cupcake liners don't work so well for this recipe. I find that with most muffins it doesn't work really great because a lot of the filling gets stuck on the paper, but I have made it like that. It's not terrible. I just would recommend making it like this in a nice pan and popping them out. It's also better for the environment, which is the main reason I don't use them in the first place. So we'll put this in the preheated oven of 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes until the inserted toothpick comes out clear.